Let's welcome our host, Sir Alberto Abira, aka Tata Bert.
Hello, good morning, magandang umaga po, magandang tanghali at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Nandito na naman tayo. This is the 12th of January. So, magandang buhay. Hello, Malo Bailey. You're the first one. Thank you. Joy 29, you are here, and John Jello, you are always present. Sophia Bautista, Buntalan. And then, who's that? Bantilan. Jello, you are always here, present. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your attentive. And okay, Sophia Bantilan, hello. Malo Bailey, Ma'am Joy 29, Didi shout out. Thank you, Iho. Okay, Iha or Iho, whatever. I welcome you on attending this sweet nothing words for every night that we are enjoying. Exchanging pleasantries is always joyful. A thoughtful thought and a food for the heart. So let's enjoy it. Just saying each other and changing ideas. Even you are not responding, but you are smiling. That's good enough. So I would like to greet my grandchildren in Santa Barbara and Caloocan. Hello there in the Barcadas. I know you are always drinking there, so why not while you still have the taste, you still have enjoying every moment of the drink, because you don't have to wait till you have everything before you enjoy your life. Enjoy the moment you breathe. You have every chance to make use of it. Anything that you could grasp, because God has given you the talent, the body, and health to be productive, especially nowadays of this calamities, because Philippines now is hit again by flooding. So I think accident in the Philippines is not accident anymore. It's a routine. So the people that are already immune or hardship, because it is already a natural phenomenon in every year of their lives. Now and then there's typhoon, earthquake, and fire. So these are just very common. So especially COVID is nothing for them, because actually they are more healthy. Actually, who got affected with COVID are those who are afraid, those who are worried. But when you are healthy, if you are drinking, especially the young boys, my barkadas in Pangarap, so far, so many of them, but none of them get sick because they are not afraid. Because come what may, accept it. You don't have to run away, because there is no place to run away. This is a phenomenon. So accept it and be ready. The most important thing, that you are prepared and healthy, and you are always eating right. That you don't have to worry, because worry will always number one enemy of one's and every individual. Because if you are satisfied, there's nothing to worry, because people are those who are not contented. They want more, because the word need is a necessity, but the needs, it will be abused, it will become a greed. So that is the big distinction. There's always one side of the coin all the time. your excuses that you are working hard, striving, and grabbing even is not yours, that becomes greed. So let's be moderate. Take what you can only is what good for you. So that is how we will live it. So like these people around me here. So like Sophia, I think she understands really what how to make her life profitable and enjoyable, because if you are mixing with the crowd, that means you are exchanging ideas. You are refreshing your mind once in a while. Because if you keep it to yourself, if you be worrying all the time, that will really affect your health. So if your health is affected, your mind will also affect. So that's how it goes. Remember, health is your wealth. Take care of go to it, because without your health, what is the wealth for? So the combination of two is an enjoyment of the body and soul. So remember, but you have also your obligation, because you cannot just be dependent. You have a life and loved ones to support who are also dependent on you. But uh, let's let them understand that you are an individual. With you brought here on earth, with you, your parents have already fed you to be a grown up and could be independent and could be part of the breadwinner. You have to do it, because no matter how parents would love you so much, but they are also human. They also needed care and help. So that is a very comforting word when you are doing it rightfully to your parents, and of course to any loved ones of yours. And remember, sharing, that's the word. Because like for example, if you are given let us say they will give you one of these biggest institution, like I say, like Royal Bank. Suppose they will give you the assets of Royal Bank, but you cannot touch it. You cannot you cannot spend it. You cannot start it. You cannot even move at it. But it's yours. Will that be okay? Will you be happy with that? Because you cannot share. You cannot show off. You cannot tell to your friends that I own this. So what's the use? So that's the word of sharing. Because if you cannot communicate to your neighbor, to your loved ones, to your friends, especially that you have this uh, uh, earnings, and you have this property inherited or by accident, it is yours, and only you who knows it. I don't know if you will be happy, because knowing only that it is yours, with you cannot even touch it, you cannot even move, or you cannot even do anything about it, but it's yours. So that is a big problem when owning a thing which doesn't belong to you. Just like and in other things, because anything that you don't have, God knows those things that you are dreaming of doesn't belong to you. So it will not hurt you, because You want it, but you're craving for it. You will be wanting for it. No matter how much you do it, but you cannot have it. So the best thing for us is to be satisfied what we have. Of course, you have to strive because you cannot be fed by watching or by looking. It's in the Bible. They say also that they also fed those who only stand and wait, but that's totally different the situation because you are body and soul. You have the body to feed. You have the body to control. You have the body and mind to be fed, and you have to be is a mingle in the society. So that's a part of it, and you have to prepare for that. You have to work for it in order to sustain that likings and wanting. Of course, it always be in a proper way. So you will be enjoying again once in a while, again and again, that you have to take care of yourself, but you have to do normal things like everyone else. You cannot always isolate yourself because you are craving for something. No, not that. I would always advise you join the society because you are a social being, participate in every dealings of a civic organization. Likewise, not only civic and religious affairs that you have to get involved because you, as a social being, as a society, as a member of the community, especially here in Canada, what time and again, some politician will asking me or some other Filipino leaders or some others, those who are close to some politicians, they always ask, why Filipinos don't get so much involved in participate when it comes to policy making of the community or the society or the the district itself, especially the borough in this district of Cardenes is really wanting our participation in the council. When could we have that? So your parents, maybe our group or our generation, maybe it's too late for us already, but you have your younger offspring that is more qualified and will always represent our community if they would be actively participating in the civic organization because it so happened in some countries now. My friend in Bangladesh have told me that in a certain country where they are already uh, big in numbers, but they don't participate in the civic organization, they are not part of any political activities. So whatever laws being passed in the council, which affect their generation, has to suffer because they have no voice in the council. So it's about time for us. We have to be actively participating in this civic organization. So we cannot just be standing on the side. We cannot just so passive. We have to be active because you cannot just be a yes man or yes sir all the time. We are industrious, we are law abiding, we always complying to the rules and regulation. But we have our mind and body also that could also create some legislation that will benefit not only our community but the whole society as well. So think parents, let your generation, let your child who will be actively in the next generation after us be a leader, be part of the society all the time because of course you have to make a living because you cannot be an official if you are starving. You have to feed yourself first, of course, and then when you are partying, you will be part already of the societies. So make your child ready. They are all professionals now, but of course, after making a living, because you cannot just be working and working, you have to be a social being at the same time. So share your moment. That is how to be a good citizens of the country. You are paying your tax, so might as well make the use of it as a member of this parliament or this congress or these councils. Be a part of the policy making. That is the most important in order to preserve our culture because Canada is really spending money that its ethnic has to preserve its own culture. Its own culture, every ethnic Canada is spending money and they are willing to set funds if you could present your projects for the sake of your culture, your heritage is very much welcome here in Canada. So because that's what makes Canada totally different from any countries in the world. You are encouraged to keep our culture, make it going. Time and again, you have to rekindle the, the good activities, your dances, your songs, and any other form of culturalism is very much welcome. So, it's our opportunity. Lucky for us, we are given 1 month as a heritage month of the Filipinos. That is the month of June. Why June? Because we have so much celebration in the month of June. First, we have our Philippine independence, then the birthday of Rizal, and so on and so forth. Because from January up to June, we have so many festivities every now and then. We could call it any uh, Saints birthday or Saints Day or whatever occasion or our Heroes Day. That's it. We have always a reason to celebrate. So, because laughter is always good medicine, or actually, it is the best medicine because a happy man is always jolly and have no time to get sick. Eh, That's why the government is actually, uh, especially the seniors, they are being subsidized for their enjoyment, for their excursion, for their party, for the rentals of their activities, because it is cheaper to subsidize the happenings or the party celebration than confining you to the hospital. Because how much would cost you the bed for a day for one or two persons, while 50 or 100 seniors could be could be subsidized only for a few dollars, and they have the enjoyment, and the medication and the hospitalization is wiped off in exchange for partying and picnic to whatever they could enjoy. That's how the government making the seniors or the citizens as a whole to be happy and contented. Our transportation, our roads, our facilities, everything is there. So we don't have a reason to complain because you cannot say that, Tom, you are the king. Okay. Yes, I heard that from some Filipinos also. That they don't know how to cook because uh, they never cook at home because they have their maids, three maids or four maids, and why they are here, just for passing the moment. So whatever the reason is, of course we have to believe them because they are serious about it. So why contest? Why argue? That's what they want you to hear from them. So to make it frank, so just accept it and congratulate them. That's good enough. And of course, as a part of the society, like here in Montreal, there is no reason why you cannot join the society because Montreal has 25 Filipino organizations because Filipinos really wants to serve, especially the aspiring politicians, because they believe that only them who could serve the community better than anyone else because they're afraid if they are not running for election, they're afraid that this organization might be closed because they are not there. So, congratulate them. At least there's somebody who is willing to serve. But of course, when the duty times comes, they always have this reason because Filipinos are always good reasons. If you, as the Tagalog is saying, pag ayaw, may dahil lang, pag ginusto, may paraan. So that's always the case because uh, I even heard from one director who won the directorship and inducted, and but sometimes the duty comes that they have to serve a conference or attending a meeting or some duties, obligation, whatever, in their organization. And the reply was, I cannot serve because I'm working, I have my job, I have to do my job. Uh, thus directors, thus these candidates were knew that when they are elected, they sometimes have to do the duties as an officers. The- So it's up to us because you cannot blame them because as a politician, they will always be and want to be in the limelight. So let's give it to them, but ask them for the to be of service. Sometimes, of course, they have some reasons, and we cannot force them because it's the membership who voted for them. Time and again, they are there. So that means she could prove that she is needed in the community because she always win or he win every time he ran for re-election. So, who's to be blamed? Actually, nobody has to be blamed because as a politician, you want to get elected. For what reason? That is personal. So, for the members who voted for these politicians, you said that you like them because you're your friend, your compadre, or whatever in a relationship. But who will be suffering? It's up for you to answer. If you care for your community, you have your answer. But if you don't, you also have your answer. So thank you, and that is a very good argument for me
Hello,
because
Tata Bert.
yes,
Kumusta ang weekend?
my weekend okay, it's very, very interesting because every weekend I always mingle with the people, with the community, especially uh, the heritage. So far, among the group that I've been with, I really enjoy and respect the group of the society because the heritage society is they're all matured and you don't have to say it several times for their responsibilities. Everybody is a responsible person and they don't ask for any complaint or because they know that when you join an association or a organization, you also have your part, you also have your obligation to do so. And they are doing it right. As the oath would say, I do my best to serve my duty and responsibility. So help me God. So,
Ano,
but
may nagdala ba sa'yo ng hot meal tong weekend?
oh yeah, speaking of hot meal, I have actually even frozen foods. I have a lot because, of course, not coming from Filipino organization, but I am receiving from the Jewish organization.
So walang Filipino organization ngayon na nag-iikot diyan na naghahatid ng hot meal.
Ano?
Eh yung Federation ni Minda Masoni, anong balita mo?
Maybe to their friends, why not? Maybe I'm not. Maybe they didn't consider me as a senior or needy because these are just for the needy persons only. So maybe I, I, uh, I'm not being so insulted to that because each and every one has his own uh, mind to do what they want because this is democracy. I have the right to serve and not to serve.
Okay.
You cannot force anybody on there. This is democracy. That's part of democracy. Speaking of democracy, democracy includes racism and discrimination.
Tata
So
Bert,
yes,
um, ilang taon ka na dito? 60 years?
yeah, you know how to count. I was here since 71, so.
Um, itong curfew, anong masasabi mo? First time ba to sa Quebec o nagka-curfew na kayo noon?
No, never.
Wala kang nalaman na
No,
nagka-curfew
there
noon?
was a curfew when there was a Quebecois Revolution at that time, the, in time of Laporte, that
Gaano katagal tumagal yung curfew nyo?
2 days, 3 days, that's all.
2 days, 3 days. Ano yun, summer,
It's not
winter?
that rigid because it's political. So that means if you are on the party, if you are on the group, excuse. Actually, it's not that much serious. Actually, curfew here is nothing because they don't even respect that. Because like using the COVID, the pandemic rules. You could also always say that some are not even wearing a mask in the public transit or even uh, the shopping mall. Here is very relaxed. It's not so, I mean, in the Philippines, you cannot get on the bus or in the car more than two. And if you say the taxi, only two passengers will be allowed. But and the bus always uh, spacing, social distancing is really strictly served.
Update sa bakuna. Anong update sa bakuna sa building ninyo? Meron na ba naka-schedule?
None so far because
Wala.
they said you have to wait. So there's nothing much because actually this pandemic is just actually those who are afraid are the first one to be affected
So yung
because
takot,
your mind
kakapitan.
because your mind is really forcing you to get sick because that's what you are always thinking. But if you don't care about it,
Hindi
uh,
kakapitan.
it will not affect you at all.
May
Because
nagka-COVID na ba dyan sa building mo?
so far, I don't know. No, there's none.
Wala, walang senior dyan.
Everybody is senior.
Walang
Not,
senior na nagka-COVID dyan sa
well,
building
so
mo.
far, I don't know nobody. But otherwise, I will. Because otherwise, they will post it here. Of course, because there are flooded of information here, every story, every floor there is a information that anything you feel, you have to watch it, or you have to do call this number immediately if you feel something. But otherwise, people here are shouting, yelling at each other. That means they're happy.
Okay. Mapunta tayo sa usapan ng PAMAS. Anong update sa PAMAS? Nung weekend, anong narinig mo? Anong balita? Anong project nila?
Well, the project is that you could always say that it's COVID pandemic. So nobody has to move because of the situation. No face to face. Like you cannot hold a meeting. They hold a meeting. Maybe just two or three of them. Also, so they cannot make any project at all because they cannot even serve the community. There may be phone calls, but since nobody is there, so sorry for them. Nobody could respond to them because uh, everybody is not functioning their duties. They were inducted according to them. So that was what more they would do. They're already inducted. Maybe they are trying for running. They are campaigning already for election.
Anong balita doon sa team ni Samahang Makabayan? Anong nabalitaan mo na project nila ngayon? Anong nila ngayon? Nasaan na sila?
Well, as you can see the Facebook of Elizabeth, the farmers,
Elizabeth? Sinong Elizabeth?
ano si Bert Suarez, that
Beth Suarez.
farmers is now Samahang Makabayan.
PAMAS is now Samahang Makabayan? Paano?
Yeah, or maybe the farmers officer is now Samahang Makabayan. I don't, because if you will just read it directly, farmers is Samahang Makabayan, but you have to analyze it that farmers officers is now Samahang Makabayan.
Kala ko ba ano, Team Malaya?
The Timalaya, so they were inducted. So,
Nakausap mo ba si President Romeo?
hindi naman.
Hindi mo siya nakausap?
Hindi. Kasi COVID.
Oh, hindi naman rason ng COVID para makausap ah.
Maaaring hindi niya alam telepono ko. Hindi ko rin alam telepono niya.
Okay. So walang update, wala ka narinig kung anong ginawa nila nung weekend.
Well, wala naman. At least tahimik.
Tahimik. Sa Samahang Makabayan na umalis, wala ka rin narinig.
Wala, yun nga ang reklamo nga nila na kahit na wala nga silang minana na pera, at least na-maintain pa nilang samahan nila na time and again, nang bago mag-COVID, lagay marami silang activities.
Aha.
Pero kung magka-COVID, thank God may COVID, at least pahinga sila.
Dami naman ng activity. Busy-busy silang nagpapakain nun ah. Nabigyan sila ng subsidy ng city nun eh.
Yeah, maaari. Kasi ako, wala akong, kasi kailan ako dumating? First week of August. So that means I don't know when wala pang COVID. They must be busy. Like anybody else because kung sa party lang, marami silang party.
Anong nangyari sa ano ninyo? So, mabalik tayo sa BOT ninyo. Anong nangyari sa BOT ninyo?
BOT didn't even function because bago mag-decide ang court ng October January na. So
Bakit kaya ganun na yung mga nag-leader sa community ng Montreal ay sobrang rurunong at saka mga diktador na hindi nirerespeto yung mga kasamahan nila? Ano kaya ang dahilan?
kasi ang membership, binoboto sila kahit na alam naman
Hindi.
nila.
Example nitong BOT ninyo, membro ka, nag-decide yung chairman ninyo na kung anong gawin niya, na hindi man lang kayo nagkita-kita or nag-usap-usap sa telepono or
Okay, you got the answer, COVID.
ba't hindi yun rason yung COVID eh? Bakit yung
At least may balak,
heritage,
may balak.
bakit yung heritage nag-function? Kino-question mo noon, nandyan ngayon. Oh.
So because if there's a will, there's a way.
Hindi, ang tanong, bakit ganun bakit ganun na basta na lang nag-decide siya na, sige, induct na kayo. Wala namang ano yon? Isang tao lang ba ang BOT ng PAMAS? Dick the Hirok lang ba? Siya lang ba ang BOT? Wala na siyang kasama?
Kung walang tinatawagan, how do I know?
Yung mga kasamahan ninyo na siyam ba? 10 kayo? Ilan kayo?
5 ang ex-president, 5 ang members.
So 10 kayo. So yung siyam, tau-tauhan lang pala kayo.
Kasi walang function ang BOT until such time na
Hindi ba kahit BOT kayo ay sama-sama kayong mag-decide ng decision kung anong gawin ninyo? Hindi lang yung chairman ng So anong gamit ninyo? Bakit pa kayo sumama? Kung chairman lang palang kailangan mag-decide kung anong gawin niya.
yun nga ang kasi hindi na kailangan magtawag kasi COVID. So actually, kahit na magtawag siya, wala rin magawa.
Bakit si Al Abdon may nagawa?
Kasi,
Puro naman senior sa mga member niya.
Kasi,
example, yung kumakanta sa Panday, si Paul.
Yes, very active.
Bakit si Paul? Noon, puro siya tanggi siya sa internet. For the record, pag nagmi-meeting kami, ayaw niya ng internet. Wala daw siyang internet. Email lang daw. Wala daw siyang internet. Bakit ngayon si Paul nakapag-function at gumagamit na rin ng Zoom at video conferencing?
Well, the saying is applied that if you pag gusto, may paraan. Pag ayaw, may dahilan.
Paano pala naging chairman si Dick? Pinili nyo ba siya? Kayong 10 na na-appoint?
No,
O,
ang nagpili diyan ang ang executive board.
oo, bata, ang gusto kong malaman at maliwanagan, so napili yung 5 ex-president ng PAMAS at saka 5 member. Ngayon, sa 10 kayo
Oh,
na napili,
nag-elect.
sinong pipili ng chairman?
The members of the board will elect the chairman.
Members
Actually,
of the board?
bago wala ng kasi pag assemble ng 10 tao na yun na to be a member of the BOT, ang bata niya si Tolentino, Dick Bedahirok is the chairman.
Paano, yung mga kasamahan ninyo, yung 5 member at saka yung 4 pa na ex-president, alam ba nila na membro sila ng BOT sa PAMAS? O baka dami lang sila?
They were present, yeah.
Present sila noon. Nandoon
Yes.
sila.
Yeah.
Nagkita-kita kayo.
Yes,
Tapos inilik nyo si Dick na siya ang magiging chairman.
and there was no election. Actually, basta Dick is the
Appoint.
chairman. So,
Sino nga nag-appoint? Yung gusto nga malaman ng mga miyembro.
nominate agad ni Tolentino.
Si Tolentino nag-nominate.
Ah,
Tapos bumoto kayo.
wala nang botohan. wala nang
Eh, sinong nag-second emotion?
Wala na.
Wala na.
Kasi wala
So, ganun lang.
candidate.
Chairman na siya.
Yan naman ng kasi siya rin ang Malaya.
Siya din ang organizer ng Malaya. Siya ang ang manager.
Siya ang manager ng Malaya.
Bayad utang.
That's politics. You have to, kung may politics sa national, mayroon internal politics sa grupo. So,
Kaya ganun na
mga community natin, not necessary na lahat ay in the proper decorum, pero at the same time, it's also a padrino system. So,
pero ngayon, wala kang naririnig na active na sinusulong na maaminda yung constitution ng PAMAS na masang-ayon sa mga nangyari kagaya ng BOT. Basta na lang magde-decide sila ng walang rules and regulation. Basta BOT na lang siya.
wala naman.
Walang nagsusulong.
Wala naman. Unless
so walang nagkikir ngayon sa pagka ngayon, walang nagkikir. Gusto lang nila na maging director, maging presidente, maging vice president para pag pumunta si mayor, makapag-shake hands, makapagpaputo up.
Yeah, what more? Yeah.
Ganon, di ba?
Ganon na lang, naka-induct ka na. So, ang reklamo nga ng dumaan ng
picture para ipadala sa Pilipinas.
Wala namang minana na pera, kaya wala silang magastos. Pero,
sinong walang magastos? Yung Malaya ngayon o yung dumaan?
Yung dumaan kasi ang pera ng membership na yon noon in-freeze nila. So
ngayon, ang Team Malaya ngayon nakaupo ng sobrang daming pera. Nasaan yung pera ngayon na raise nung Samahang Makabayan nung couple of months na nandoon sila?
Samahang Makabayan, kasi nagreklamo nga wala
yung mga donation, yung in-email kay sa secretary, ano daw nangyari?
Di na pakain daw sila
Pakain sila.
Wala naman nag-audit
Ubos na.
Kung may sobra man, it's in good hand. Kasi wala naman nag-audit, wala naman financial report.
parang yung ano, yung Timalaya noon, sinuportahan ko na ano, makaupo sila tapos pakitang gilas nung couple of months, nakasabit yung financial report sa dingding.
Ah, pero hindi lahat 'yun.
Hindi lahat
One,
yon.
ah,
Kagaya ng mga blanco na resibo na dumadaan sa PAMAS na nakita natin.
hmm,
Di
kahit
ba?
nga yung kami si Elmer ang may record ng rentals. Ang
Oh,
posting nila iba sa record ni Elmer.
iba din ang record nila.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Kaya nga gano'n na kaya nga kailangan maibalik uli 'yun kasi ngayon dapat nagkukumpanya na rin sila.
O di ba bawal muna mga kampanya?
Ay, kung by word lang, okay
By
yun.
word.
Okay, wag lang printed.
Walang printed. So ako
Ah,
pwede na rin ako mga kampanya.
why not?
Basta by word.
Oh. No, kasi wala pang formal announcement ng eleksyon eh, kaya ano.
Pero yung ginastos nila sa abogado na libo-libo ngayon yan, kukunin nila sa PAMAS ngayon.
Ah,
Sasangayon ka ba?
depende sa kanila 'yon kasi nakasulat sa kada kung ang pamas ang ano inakusa, um,
Hindi naman PAMAS ang inakusa. PAMAS bang inakusa?
pag personal na
Di ba yung team Samahang
partido,
Makabayan ang inakusa nila?
pag partido kanila 'yon.
Oh. So ngayon, hinugot yung pera niyan.
Oo. Kasi masama kasi baka magulo pag maraming pera.
So ngayon, sa tingin mo, wala kayang matino na uupo na dyan sa community natin na maganda yung at hikain na
Of course, marami yan. Pagdating ng election, tinan mo kung anong salita nila para pagandahin ang community. Para babaguhin ang community center. Puro
yung mga
maganda.
aspirant ano natin, yung mga aspirant na politician natin locally, hindi mo ba na-mention sa kanila na mag-umpisa sila maglingkod muna sa community natin bago sila mangarap na maging councilor sa Montreal o sa district?
Kasi hindi naman sila seryoso yan kasi popularity lang yan makasama lang sa lineup is good enough yan. Kasi
Saan yung sa ano? Sa
sa
Montreal?
council municipal election kasi kung talagang alam nila if you are kung sincere ka talaga, you have to serve the community kasi hindi mo pwede na dahil sa Pilipino kay boboto ka na, no way. Kasi ang Pilipino, they want your presence
Di ba may
right
ilan yun?
now
Tatlo?
in election time.
Di ba tatlo yung ano yung local na mga anak ng mga old timer dito na tumakbo ng councilor?
Yes,
City councilor?
kasi pakita mo lang yan pag election time. Pero after that,
Wala silang ginawa sa community natin tapos pag election tumatakbo sila at humihingi sila ng tulong. Anong
yes,
masasabi mo doon? Dapat ba silang
uh,
suportahan natin o hindi?
they must have dapat nakuha na rin na eleksyon nila na pag you tried once, pag wala kang respond, that means you're not acceptable. You have to serve before you get the support.
Natanong mo na ba sa kanila yan, sa mga press con nila, yung
Yes,
mga aspiring politician na yan, na bakit hindi sila
lahat
nag-serve
yan,
muna sa community?
naghingi ng tulong sa akin, kaya yan ang sagot ko sa kanila.
Oh,
Ang, ang community, kailangan nila, kung hindi palagi, once in a while, umattend ka ng okasyon ng activities ng Pilipino.
pag eleksyon nandyan, nabubuhay.
Pag election, halos araw-araw nandiyan ka. Kasi may malakas din ang alaala ng mga Pilipino kung sino ka.
Mhm.
Kaya nga, Yun ang sinasabi ko sa mga magulang na may mga anak na potential. Pero yun ang ang kahirapan, hindi maka-connect sa intention ng mga bata sa magulang. Kasi ang magulang, laging pinapangaralan ng mga bata. Ang the worst thing na marinig mo na ang sabihin ng magulang, kapanahonan namin, noong araw, yan ang
Mhm.
ayaw marinig ng mga bata. Noong araw, tapos na yun.
Tapos na 'yon. Dapat yung ngayon.
Ang importante, ang gusto ng mga bata, suportahan ka, suportahan nyo na kung ano man ang gusto mo, sa likuran mo kami. Pero may suggestion ako, depende sa iyo. Yan lang naman yan. Pero kung
So,
sabihin,
yung mentality ng Pilipino na magulang na sinasabi na, anak, gusto ko mag-abogado ka. Anak, gusto kong mag-doktor ka. Mali
ay,
yon. Mali yon.
mali yun.
So, hindi ka sang-ayon doon. Kasi ako, hindi ako sang-ayon doon eh.
Kasi
Nadiktahan yung anak mo.
ang kailangan ng bata, suportahan mo. Kasi ang hilig mo, iba sa hilig niya. Separate person, individual yun, may kanya-kanyang pag-iisip, may kanya-kanyang kagustuhan yan, may likes and dislikes. So, kung anong gusto mo, hindi ibig sabihin na gusto rin ng bata mo. No, you have to understand your kids first.
Okay. Ngayon, mapunta tayo sa usapan na mga nanay na sa Pilipinas ngayon, meron silang grupo na yung mga anak nila nag-NPA. Sumisigaw sila ng katarungan ngayon na ibalik yung mga anak nila na nag-NPA. Anong opinion mo rito? Anong masasabi mo sa mga magulang na yan? Bakit nag-NPA yung mga anak nila?
Hindi kasalanan ng magulang 'yon. Kasi ang mga bata, independent mind na 'yon. Hindi na kailangan pahintulot ng mga magulang ang mga bata ngayon kasi sinasabi sa eskwelahan na kung saan ka liligaya, yan ang gagawin mo basta hindi ka lumalabag sa batas.
Paano nga nag-NPA nga? Lumalaban nga sa gobyerno. Nagdala nga ng baril.
Ang batas, may batas na gobyerno, may batas ka ng pansarili mo. Kaya timbangin mo alin ang susundin mo. Maging tuta ng gobyerno o hari ka ng sarili mo. Kasi
Ikaw ba noon, Tata Bert, nung kapanahunan mo nag-aral ka, na-recruit ba ka ng mga NPA, mga makakaliwang grupo?
oh yes, left and right. Kasi that is a business yan eh.
Yan si Juma Season. Na ano mo ba yan? Naging professor
Yes,
mo ba yan? Na-meet mo
kasabayan
ba
ko
yan?
yan. Kasabayan ko yan. Si Joe Burgos. At saka yung sekretary ni Marcos. Si Tata, classmate ko yun.
Classmate? Sinong sekretary ni Marcos ang classmate mo?
Si Tatad, Francisco Tatad. Naging senador. Oh.
Naging classmate mo yon.
Sa journalism, sa UST.
Buti hindi ka nakuha ni Marcos noon na maglingkod sa kabinete niya. O tumakas ka sa Pilipinas dahil ayaw mo kay Marcos?
No. Hindi ako na-involve sa politika naman. Kasi pag-graduate ko at trabaho ko sa Chronicle, naging pagkatapos
Yung paglabas mo sa Pilipinas, walang kinalaman si Marcos doon. Walang kinalaman yung Marcos doon.
Walang connection sa politika. No?
Kasi karamihan ng lumabas sa atin ng 70s, 60s, ang reason Marcos eh.
No. Hindi ako involved sa politika noon.
Pero wala kang noon, wala kang aspire noon na tumulong sa government noon sa atin.
Tumakbo rin ako ng barangay captain sa
Nanalo ka ba?
Hindi kasi
wala kang pera.
Ang partido ni Estrada ang kalaban ko. Wala, saka una-una wala pa akong pera.
Tumakbo ka ng pagkakapitan. Saan? Sa Iloilo o sa Manila?
Sa San Juan.
Sa San Juan?
Yeah. Tanong mo kay Abdon, kasama taga San Juan yan. Kasi parehas ang baryo namin noon.
Okay. Ilan kayo naglaban-laban na kapitan noon?
4.
4 kayo.
Pangatlo ako.
Pangatlo ka. O may kulilat pa sa'yo. Mabalik tayo doon, sabi mo na sino yung naging teacher mo? Si Magsaysay? Makapagal?
Ano yan, sa graduate school, si Makapagal at sa
Sinong Makapagal to?
si Dado, yung ex-president, naging
Dado.
nagtuturo.
Saan siya nagturo?
Nagtuturo sa graduate school sa UST.
Sa UST.
Hmm.
Oh, anong subject ang tinuro niya doon sa inyo?
Economics.
Home economics. Magaling ba talaga yung presidente na yun?
Well, actually, natapos ang semester Koreana, wala man lang sinabi na kung ano, basta pagpasok sa klase, puro politika ang pinag-usapan namin.
Itong Makapagal na to, ito ba yung
Hindi,
tatay ni Gloria?
Yeah, ang tatay pa ni Gloria. At si Gloria din, kasama-sama ko na
Si Gloria, kasama mo.
Hindi, si Gloria na yan, maliit pa yan, napunta yan sa imprenta namin noon. Kaya mga nagkakabay sa mga empleyado, siyempre imprenta yun, siyempre puro tinta. Pero sige pa rin kamay niya. Basta kasi tatay niya ang kandidato noon.
Bakit sikat ba yung Gloria na yan, nung nabata na yan?
Bata maliit pa, siyempre. Siyempre tutulong sa tatay niya.
Hindi nga, mabalik tayo. Magaling bang teacher yon, yung Makapagal na yon?
Ay, master siya.
Mm-hmm. Pero si Juma Season, hindi mo naging teacher yon?
Hindi. Kaya narinig ko lang yun. Kasi actually, kapanahon namin, nag-umpisa ang demonstration na yan. Kasi nung araw, hindi pa uso ang demonstration. Kaya nga, pero mayroon na dito sa US. Kaya ang nag-organize kami ng demonstration, mga bata lang, parang dry run, na kung ubra na pinakain naman ng mga grade school sa isang eskwelahan na mag-demonstrate. Kunyari demonstrate, alis ka dyan, something like that. Tapos, actually, after 1 month na kinuha ng mga universities ang idea na yan, kaya sila ang mga university students, maraming issue sa eskwelahan, kagaya ng mga ID card na yan, bakit sisingilin pa, maraming contribution, yan, umpisa ng demonstration, hanggang nakuha rin ng mga aktivistas na kung mag-demonstrate ka, yung mapakinggan ka at makuha mo kung anong gusto mong babaguhin. So,
matanong kita. Nung kapanahunan nung may dyaryo ka pa, napasyal ka ba sa Netherlands nun?
Sa?
Netherlands. Kung saan nagtatago si Season?
Hindi kasi wala akong connection kay Season. No?
Hindi, ang tanong ko kung napasyal ka doon.
I was in Copenhagen, yeah.
Napasyal ka doon?
Yes.
Nakita mo ba si Season doon?
No, hindi.
Anong
nakita ko noong 1971 si Eugenio Lopez dito.
71?
Yes.
Bakit? Anong ginagawa niya dito ng 71?
Martial law.
Yung senior.
Yeah, of course.
Yung senior na
Fernando Lopez. Yan. Diyan siya sa Hilton Hotel, diyan sa Clark Street. Ang hotel diyan siya book in siya. Kasi diyan na kami nakatira doon sa Kalinidik niya. St. Urbain. So, dyan malapit lang ang hotel ng
Yung mga mahahabang building noon, doon pa tumitira ang mga Pilipino.
uh,
Kasi itong area ng Cotinage noon ay parang bundok pa yan.
mm,
Kailangan malapit ka doon sa downtown.
kasi doon ang doon ang malapit ang yung Filipino store. Asian store actually in Quezon na in Chick may-ari noon. At saka yung fish market, yun yung Wildman, doon din sa Senoran, kaya doon mga Muslim kara Pilipino. Pero yun nga, pagkatapos ng survey na nagreklamo kami na bakit pati bagoong na smuggled namin saka mga balot. Hindi nga nagtanong sila ang immigration na ano bang pagkain sa Pilipinas ang gusto niyo dalhin dito. Kaya sinabi namin at eventually may mga Chinese na nagbukas ng store, mga Asians. Kaya nga nagkaroon na lahat ng pagkain sa Pilipinas nandito na. Kaya nag-request kami talaga mga old-timer noon na bakit pa kami kailangan mag-smuggle ng bagoong at saka yung mga tuyo na yan sa kabalot. Kaya pinayagan na. Ngayon, lahat nandito na.
Well, tapos naman yung isang oras natin na Tata Bert. Basahin mo yung mga pangalan, yung mga nandyan, yung mga nagsusubaybay sa iyo, yung mga pangalan lang nila. Sabihin mo, shout out, kagaya lang ni Isko, ganyan, Jello, Gina, Tikla.
Crispin Villanueva, Ray Angelo, Jeronimo. Okay, Joy 29, Canadian Pinoy, Tikla, Gina Saito, Jello, Escolinato. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, that you are patient for your untiring listening to my sweet nothing words. Hopefully, I could give you a smile, my shattering mouth that could give you good smile, because hopefully you understand every moment. If I cannot get the exactly word that I would like to say, you have the right mind to comprehend what I intend to say. Good night, everybody, and see you again tomorrow. Hopefully, be happy and jolly every time we have this conversation. Again, thank you, and see you tomorrow.